first and 10. It's Trubisky. He's got Herndon, his tight end. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the in the running game.
Here's Trubisky. Throw complete to Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. Herndon's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey, 18. Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's caught by Herndon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Lock in. Hey, Haywood.
Again, it's Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check 31, check 31, 70. Check 37, check 37. Whip. Rush the alert. Check 15, check 15.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
180. Like, easy. Under 10. Middle.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Complete. It's Johnson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Set. 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Wild Bill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Trubisky to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They go play action here on first down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, 7. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
1st down, Lions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Johnson was the intended receiver. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Stanford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the 29-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Go! 180! Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jalen Reeves-Maybin able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one is right down Broadway. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
52's the mic, boy. 52.
Hey, orbit.
Tight down. There you go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete to Herndon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
180. Choose the mic. He can't hang.
Alert, 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 alert.
Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Kill, kill, kill. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, 70. Hey, 50. Hey, wahoo.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Drill right, 22. Stay 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
59! Hey, Alpha! 59!
Get one! 36!
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Move. Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 52, somebody.
Again, it's Trubisky.
It's just me and you.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going deep now for Herndon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Omaha, ready to move.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, Echo.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Middle. Check 59. Crouch. Check 20. 53. Ready. You're ready.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. But it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll let it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Mike.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Omaha, remove. 70.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check your hot read.
Hey, 22. Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Red.
It's going to be 11.
11.
Double up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Lions 7.